Character on Track presents Champions on Track, connecting local champions of character to the classroom. Courage. Today's topic is courage. It takes courage to have character. Today's program is being sponsored by Now, let's meet some of our champions.
My name is Kylie Schneider, and I am a senior here at Baltic. Some of the sports I participate in are volleyball, basketball, track and field, and this year I'm doing golf as well. Other activities I participate in are FCCLA, band, and our National Honor Society. So next year I will be attending Dakota State University, where I'm going to be an elementary teacher and hopefully coach one day. And one of my favorite things to do in elementary was when we did book battles.
Hi, my name is Alex Hawkinson. I'm a senior at Baltic High School. And some of the sports I take part in are football, basketball, and track and field. My favorite is basketball. And I remember when I was young and I got to watch these videos, and it's crazy how fast people grow up. And I'm already here, a senior. So take advantage of growing up and having fun with it. I plan on going to Dakota Wesleyan University, followed by a year. I joined the Air Guard this last September. So I'm really excited to start off my future like that.
Hi, I'm Gavin Holtz. I'm a senior here at Baltic, and I've been going here since preschool. Some of the activities that I participate in are cross-country, track, and student council. My favorite subject in school is government. And one of my favorite memories from elementary school is getting ice cream in Mrs. Dugard's class after doing multiplication facts. After this year, I will be going to college, but I'm not quite sure where I'm going.
Character on Track. What is courage? Courage is doing the right thing, even if it's difficult. It's facing your fears with confidence, being brave. What does courage look like? It's doing the right thing, even if others are not. Bravely dealing with daily challenges. Courage is being willing to try new things, even if you might fail. Courage is telling the truth, even if there are consequences. It's facing fears and working to overcome them, admitting your mistakes and learning from them. And courage is not giving in to negative peer pressure. Who has courage? Certainly teachers and school officials, firefighters, law enforcement, Rosa Parks, Susan B. Anthony, Martin Luther King, people in the military, and even kids with character. Where do I find courage? Believe it or not, it's inside you right now. Being brave is in there, but courage may not always feel like courage. From the outside, it may look powerful and thrilling. Sometimes, from the inside, it can be scary and unpredictable. Courage and fear are always together. If you don't have fear, you don't need courage. Courage is something inside us that makes us push through fear and doubt. It helps us to do the things that seem a little risky. Sometimes it only lasts for a few seconds, but it's long enough to be brave. Something else to know about courage. It takes courage to have character. Sometimes you don't see the results right away. Making a difference may take a little time, but if you had courage to do it, you will see a result. Our champions of character show character and courage every day. So let's hear from them right now.
So we just finished a video on courage. So what is courage? To me, courage is about facing your fears. And sometimes this can be very hard. So for example, right now, I am having a lot of courage to speak to all of you guys about this because this makes me nervous. Some ways that you guys can show courage would be to raise your hand in class, even if you don't know your answer is correct. Or if you want to read, you can volunteer to read out loud. And sometimes presenting something that you wrote can be very scary, or just talking to your classmates about ideas that you have. So courage also means that you can try again when you've already failed. Sometimes it feels like you should just give up when you fail, but you always want to keep trying and trying to complete whatever you're trying to do. And I want you to always remember that facing your fears can be scary, but you always have to keep working.
So what does courage look like? Courage to me looks like different types of things, like trying new things, for example. That might be pretty scary for new people, especially when you have never even, this might be the first time you've ever seen someone do this, and it might sound cool to you. And I mean, really good thing is to try new things, because you never know if you're going to like it or not. And that's the scariest part about it. Facing the challenges that you go through every day, that's brave. I really want everyone to try something new every day, because that's one thing that you can take away from your day and realize that, hey, I accomplished something today. And it might be scary and you might think you're going to fail, but at the end of the day, it's really important to know that it's okay to fail. Failing just gives you somewhere to be and shows you where, hey, I'm not super good at this, or hey, I am super good at this. And maybe you like something when you didn't realize you liked it. So really trying new things is a big thing in your life, and can really set you on a new career path that you never knew that you enjoyed.
Where do I find courage? Well, to me, it's inside of me, and it's inside of you too. And everyone has fear. And courage is nothing without fear, because without fear, you wouldn't need courage. But for example, I'm afraid of spiders. That's one of my biggest fears. And I know it is for Alex too. But you have to have courage when you talk about stuff like this. And, it's a feeling, and it's a way to push past your fears, and so that your fears don't control you. Because the last thing you want is to live your life in fear and, have fear control you and take over what you do in your daily life. But, in the end, what's the right thing to do. And so just make sure you have courage, and you try to be strong, and don't let fear control you.
So why do we need courage? Well, courage helps people to face their fears. Facing your fears can help you grow and become more confident when more scary things come up. Like talking in front of people is a very common fear. And for me, I have to prepare to make sure that I am ready when that time comes. And afterwards, you always have to be proud of yourself for what you did. Another thing you need courage for is to admit when you're wrong. It's very important that you don't blame others for your mistakes. You want to take responsibility and accept that you did make a mistake. Because being able to admit when you're wrong shows that you are trustworthy and can take responsibility for your actions.
How do I know if I have courage? Here's how I know. So when I was growing up, I wasn't the most shy person around. So I was always willing to try new things and at least, see if I liked it or not. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I would tend to like a lot more things than I didn't. So which would really help me today and really help me succeed in some of the things I've chosen today, and actually has helped me choose my career beyond high school. So one thing you should really keep in mind is trying new things is a great thing to do. I still do some of the things that I've done when I was in grade school, and it really has helped me to this day. Some of my favorite sports and activities I have loved today are because I tried them when I was younger and I loved them. Some of the things I really didn't like, but I knew that now and I don't do them. So
who needs courage? Well, everyone needs courage, because everyone has fear. Like I said before, you don't want fear to control you. For example, my grandpa right now is fighting severe cancer, and he needs courage every day to keep on fighting his fight and, battling cancer. And your teachers need courage every day to be strong and supportive and to teach you guys. And even kids need courage, right? It's not just an adult thing that you need courage for. Even kids need courage. And you need courage to do what's right, to stand up to peer pressure, and to stand up for your friends when they're being bullied and stuff like that, and to be a good citizen.
Character on Track. At Character on Track, we believe every student and adult has the ability to have and show good character. We have 5 marks of character we focus on: trustworthiness, respect, accountability, citizenship, and kindness. These are parts of your character, but do you know what it takes to have good character? It takes courage to have character. We all want a school where we feel safe, where we can ask questions and talk about our feelings. We all want a school where you get to be you. To do that, you have to stand up for what is right, be open to new ideas, and be ready to listen to others' point of view, even if you might not agree. Do you know what it takes to make your school be like this? It takes kids with good character and kids who are brave to do the right thing. It takes courage to have character. Inside each one of us is a leader. Maybe you're not the leader right now, but your time will come soon. Being a leader takes character, and it takes courage. Our character will help us decide what's right and what's wrong, and that helps us make good decisions. Do you have good character? Are you trustworthy? Do you show respect all the time? Are you accountable because people can count on you? Are you a good citizen who wants to work toward making your school and your community a better place? And are you kind to other people? If you are, then you are a kid of character. And that's a great thing, but that's not all. Do you have the courage to have good character? Let's go back to our champions of character for more on courage, character, and leadership.
How do I show my good character? I show my good character by always being respectful to others, being kind, and following the rules. One way that I show respect is by always listening to my teachers during class and my coaches during practices and games. When they are talking, it is very important to make sure you are quiet and listening so you don't interrupt them. Ways that you guys can show good character is completing your assignments on time and, again, listening to your teachers during class. On the court, ways I show good character are to always be positive and encourage my teammates. I am always respectful to the referees and opponents on the court. And it is also very important to always try and keep a positive attitude when you're out on the court.
One of the words that has really gotten me far today, and it means a ton to me, is respect. Respect has gotten me very far in my career as of right now, whether that comes from the classroom to the court, the field, the workplace, wherever you are. Respect to teachers, elders, coaches goes a long way. And even just go say respect to your teammates and classmates, like it goes a long way. Building friendships and building trustworthiness through that really starts with respect. When you learn to respect people, they learn to respect you back. So that's one thing that you can keep in mind. Is one thing that people have told you in life is people will treat you the way that you treat them, or treat people the way you want to be treated. And respect is a great way to go about that. I have respected my teachers and coaches throughout my entire life for the most part. And it works. Let me tell you that when you do, it works out a whole lot better than when you don't. Okay. So respectfulness really brings you a long way and builds great relationships between your teachers and coaches, and has brought me a long way from that. And respect is truly important to me.
It takes courage to have character. And one of the ways you need to do that is by being accountable. And so if we look at the word accountable, in that we have the word count. And that means someone can count on you if you're accountable. To me, that means in my own life, getting to school on time, getting my homework done, turning it in on time, and working hard at cross-country practice. So like when I'm in class, I try hard to use my time wisely. And like when I get home, I always make sure that I go home and I do my homework right away, and I don't spend all that time messing around. And that helps keep me accountable. And that's one of the ways you guys can do that too. And so just think about like, why do people count on you?
It takes courage to have character. And having character means that you have integrity. Now, integrity means that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, even when no one is watching. Ways that you can have integrity is being a good student or being a good citizen. So if you see a piece of trash outside during recess, pick it up and throw it away. Or if you see any wrappers on the ground here in our school, and in class, you can pick up after yourself. That shows that you're being good and you're being a good student. Obeying the rules is also very important. So always remember to be a good neighbor and be a good student.
Kindness is a big word to me, and one thing that has brought me a long ways in today that really I share between my classmates, coaches, and teachers, and even my family. Being kind to one another really builds a relationship between friends, family, and like your coaches, anyone that you really have a day-to-day basis with. And kindness really brings you like a long way. Like being kind to your classmates builds a relationship with them, builds a better bond and friendship. You can trust them and they'll trust you. It really comes back to the trustworthy word that we used before. Being kind, just really, there's a lot that means that goes into it, but really it's an easy thing to do that we forget about, hand in hand. And sometimes, so some of us need more reminder than others. There's some people on your day-to-day basis that you might not like to be kind to, or it's harder to be kind to them, but it's important to remember that treat others the way you would like to be treated, and being kind is a great way to start off with that, because in the end, you would like to be treated with kindness, and it's a great thing to do to others.
So it takes courage to have character, and that means showing all these qualities and traits that we talked about earlier in this video. That means being trustworthy, so keeping your promises, being reliable so that people can count on you, and having the courage to do the right thing. And also it means having respect, and that means treating people the way you want to be treated, like Alex said. And it also means being accountable, so having people count on you and taking responsibility for those things that you're doing in life. It also means being a good citizen, and so that means doing your share to make the school better, to get involved, volunteer for stuff, obeying the rules and the laws, and just being a good neighbor overall. It also means kindness, and so that means showing that you care and saying please and thank you, forgiving others when they've done something to you, and bringing the best out in others. And so overall, this all ties together in what it means to be a good citizen and be a good character on track.
Character on track. It takes courage to have character. Today we talked about character and courage. We found out what courage is, and we also found out what it takes to have good character. Now what can you do? Well, first of all, look for opportunities to use your character every day. Maybe you remember a time in your past when you didn't stand up for what was right. Hey, we all make mistakes, but your courage gives you the power to do the right thing right now. How about your circle of friends? Do these people have the kind of character you'd like to see in yourself? Or maybe you've got some role models, like the champions of character from your school, and you can admire and learn from what they do. Put your character into action. Good character is built on what you do. It takes courage to have character. And the more you use your courage and your character, the stronger it will become. Now it's up to you. Do you have what it takes? Let's hear from our champions one more time.
So I want to thank you all for listening to this video, and I want you all to remember that it takes courage to have character. Now, sometimes having courage is about facing your fears, and that can be scary, but remember, you can always do it. It's always important to be respectful to others, especially teachers, and you always want to be trustworthy. Make sure you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're turning in what you need to be turned in, and people can count on you. You're being reliable, and always be honest. Now, I have a challenge for you. I want you guys to showcase character and courage in your everyday life.
One thing that I want you guys to take away from today is that character really brings a long way in life, and it can really help you out, and it's a huge benefit. And I really want you guys to all know that it's okay to fail, and being trustworthy and respectful and kindness, it all comes into being that character that you want to be. And it's brought me to where I'm at today, and I'm going to use it probably every single day of my life so I can keep moving forward and exceeding beyond where I even imagine seeing myself in the future. So kindness and respectful, and just knowing that no matter what you do, whether you're good at it or bad at it, you'll always know that it's okay to fail, and you can always move past that and exceed on what you like, and stop what you don't. So being kind to one another is a great thing to remember, and just using it in their everyday life. So appreciate you guys watching, and see you guys later.
Thank you guys for watching this video. And I just want you guys to remember a few things here. Accountability is important. Remember having people count on you and being responsible, turning in your work on time, that sort of thing. And make sure that you always have integrity, like Kylie was saying. And so people, can look up to you and see you as a good person of character. And, it might cost you a lot to be a good person, because you might have people that don't like you for it, but that's just one of the things you have to deal with. And, you have to have courage, like I said, to have character. And so, yeah, you have to make sure that you respect others, you treat people the way you want to be treated, you're trustworthy, you have integrity and good character, be a good citizen. So thank you guys for watching, and just remember, it takes courage to have character.
Thank you all for watching, and remember,
To be trustworthy,
To be respectful,
be accountable,
a good citizen.
and to be kind. And remember, it takes courage to have character.
We'd like to express our sincere appreciation to all of our champions of character who helped us with this project. Also, our champions and all of us at Character on Track would like you to remember your character not only tells us who you are, but who you are going to become.